Hi, this is Joe Tillman. Welcome to part 3 of the Old Mission Immigrants. This segment will list 3 different groups who came to the Old Mission area. For some reason, I have the song Coming to America by Neil Diamond stuck in my head today. Hopefully it'll go away and I can continue my presentation. The first group to arrive in the Old Mission area were from Oldenburg, Indiana. There were 6 families. This group had immigrated from Europe to the Oldenburg area. They heard glowing reports about the Old Mission area. The group included the families of George Botchell, Frank Huber, Andrew Meyer, Jacob Brausch, Joseph Spielman, Anthony Saddle. They left Indiana in late February 1849. This allowed them time to get a crop planted in Iowa. The route they took was roughly northwest, about 450 miles in a straight line, 600 miles by trails. They used sturdy oak wagons to transport their belongings. They crossed the Mississippi River at Prairie du Chien, Wisconsin. They then followed the military trail from Fort Crawford, Wisconsin to Fort Atkinson, Iowa. It took about 2 months to reach their destination. This is the group that got all the glory, in the history books anyway. Later, other families from the Oldenburg area would join these settlers. Where on earth is Oldenburg, Indiana? Well, it is located in southeast central Indiana, 50 miles west of Cincinnati, Ohio, 70 miles southeast of Indianapolis, Indiana. The second group to arrive in the Old Missionary area are the Czechs of 1854. There were approximately 20 families. According to the book, they came to this place by Cyril Klemisch, printed in 1983. Many Czech immigrants arrived late in 1853 to the United States. They made their way to Cleveland, Ohio. There were already several Czech families residing there. The immigrants would stay for the winter. When the weather improved, they left and reached Dubuque, Iowa in April of 1854. The first 6 settlers arrived in the Old Mission area in the spring of 1854. On the left, I have their names. Next to that, their date of birth. The next column is the ship they traveled on to the United States. I would like to note that Martin Bauska later moved to Crawford County, Wisconsin. The second group of settlers arrived in the Old Mission area in the early summer of 1854. I do not have ships for 3 of these people. A little time to look at the names. This is a continuation of the Czech settlers. The third group arrived before the end of 1854. Again, you can look at the names. You'll notice the 2 ships are mentioned again. My ancestor is Matthias Zabornik, the last one listed for the immigrants. The ship, the Patriot, had 202 passengers. It landed on November 26, 1853. The Hansa had 224 passengers. It landed on December 13, 1853. Keep in mind the average ship was 124 foot by 20 foot by 15 foot. I think they were traveling very close together. The third group to arrive at the Old Mission area were the Westphalian Germans via Wisconsin between 1852 and 1857. There are 11 families. Most of these families arrived after 1855. What does via Wisconsin mean? Well, the families listed have some connection between one of 2 counties in southeast Wisconsin, Racine or Kenosha. The immigrants listed I have been able to verify with documents. I have 4 of the immigrants listed on this page. I have their name, date of birth, place of birth, spouse's name, when they bought land. In this era, they had to go to Dubuque, Iowa land office to do that. I've also listed the year of immigration and place where a family event occurred in Wisconsin. Of note with number 1, William Kramer Jr. built the log cabin with the help of Thader and Herman Holthaus. I think we can assume that the Holthauses would also have lived in Wisconsin. You will notice number 3, Henry Gehling immigrated twice. What's the story on this? Well, he came, he worked, he returned to Germany to get the woman he loved, and came to America again. Number 4 has tragedy. Their daughter died on the ship. Notice it was only 9 days before they landed. I will give you a little time to process this information. This is a continuation of the previous page. The first 7 families on the list all came from the same small area in western Germany. You will notice a difference for the last 4 listed. Remember, I was to speak in March. So the first 7 families are the ones I found information about for that presentation. I have since found 4 other families that have a connection to Wisconsin. Perchance I will find more. I will again give you a little time to look it over. If you have lived in the old mission area, most of the names are familiar to you. Some of the families would leave this area, however. I would like to note here that not all immigrants stayed in the United States. John Lansing's brother, Herman, returned to Germany. This concludes this segment. Thanks for listening. Au revoir.